Okay, so we are going to start looking at natural gas on a monthly level here. And I'm going to be giving you some setups to look at. And currently, we are in a sell situation with natural gas. I'm going to be giving you that setup as we move forward here. We can just take a look right now at the price action that's happening right here. And I'm going to be explaining what this is here in just a minute. But on the monthly, okay, we've already come up to take liquidity of this candle right here. Now, if we look all the way down here, we can still see that there is an open existing gap somewhere around 2.42. So, of course, the biggest question on everyone's mind is that gap going to be filled? Well, we don't know that because natural gas has left gaps open for quite a while. But what I want to do in this video is I want to cover the daily time frame and the 8-hour time frame with a current setup that our members are currently trading. And then, of course, with natural gas, we have to be very careful because we know that on Sundays, there's usually large gaps with natural gas. Okay, so before we get into the analysis, if you are in the United States, this weekend is Memorial Day weekend. So I want to give a quick shout out to every soldier in every branch of government that has either served in our United States military, is currently serving, or has served, or if you have had family members who have served in this country, I want to say thank you. My family says thank you. We owe our freedoms to all of you that have previously served for the United States and are currently serving across the world. Again, thank you. And really, Memorial Day should not be about a day or about a weekend. We are extremely grateful for your sacrifice and for your service. And so this channel honors the men and women in uniform, both in the military and across the world, who serve our country gracefully, with dignity, and protecting our freedoms each and every day. Thank you. Okay, so talking about Memorial Day, I wanted to do something special for all of you, whether you've served in the military or you have not. Okay, what I want to do is offer you a 50% promo code for you to join my trading club. You're going to get an entire month at 50% off. So that's either going to be $14 for the month or about $18 for the month, depending on the plan that you pick on any of our 2 monthly plans. Let me show you what is offered inside so you can feel comfortable about the decision that you're making. You are going to get trade alerts. I'm going to give you charts. I'm going to give you targets. There you can see both on indices, currencies. And so we have an amazing theme coming up this week we're calling it Trading Currency Week. And so you're going to get a chat zone and social feed with over 300 members who are constantly posting charts, and we are just sharing information inside of this private chat group area. You have an entire social feed that we do. This is a private app, or you can use it as a website on a computer, desktop, tablet, laptop, or your personal phone. We have our live events that are here that you can join us each and every day at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have member training sessions once a week. We have an entire Elliott Wave Room that you're getting for the cost of $14 to either $18, depending on the plan that you pick, with constant charts and setups with 2 gentlemen who are almost our full-time analysts who are in here providing data for you so you can stay in trades longer. We have an options hub that we're actually turning into a stocks and ETFs hub as well. So you can get information about options, stocks, and ETFs as well. But wait, we have a lot more for you here. Okay. We have an entire videos area that I've created. So for that same cost, you can come on in and you can do these video courses. They're included in your membership as a member. How cool is that? In addition, you're going to get the Trader's Toolbox. So I'm going to give you content. Okay. I'm going to give you content that you can use. Okay. To be able to make your trading more successful. This was an article that I posted yesterday about, do you have the edge? So we keep everything here internally. Okay. How to stay emotionally neutral after a big win or a big loss. So every week or every 2 weeks, I'm going to give you a blog post type of posting inside of this area so that you can be successful. And then the latest space, because trading is a lot more than just clicking on buy or sell, I created a physical and mental wellness area. So here is an area that you can come in. And if you need to get motivated on walking more, jogging more, eating right, we're doing that inside of the space here. So if you go down below, you can use promo code MD2025. You can go to theprofessortrades.com, choose any one of the two monthly plans. And again, you're going to have the opportunity to join the club, okay, and come on in and see if you like it for 30 days for $14 or $18. You can cancel anytime, but our retention rate is 93% for that particular reason. We give you so much value that you are going to 10x your monthly membership. Okay, I can guarantee you that. So come on in. Hope to see you there. We will probably be live tonight for the gap analysis. I thought I was going to be out of town, but I should be live tonight if you want to join us tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you there. Okay, so this is the weekly level of natural gas. And you can see right here how during early last week, they came up and they took some liquidity, and we began to see this downward movement. And we came down, we came up, and we kind of closed in this indecision type of candle. We really didn't know. Some people will call it a doji. I like to call it more of like an indecision type of candle. So we shall see what happens from here. Now, we are in a current setup, which I'm going to give you here in just a minute. Okay, this was the close on Friday. So we did have this big candle here on Tuesday, May 20th. And this is typical of what happens. We had a bullish engulfing candle, then we had the retracement, and then we had some form of continuation. What we do know is this, is that every Sunday, you can expect a pretty large gap with natural gas. And gaps do not close all the way, and the markets are a little volatile right now. So you have to use a lot of caution if you are going to try to trade the gaps. But we'll look at those gaps tonight live as a group at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me get over to the 8-hour chart and give you the current setup that our members were given like last week. Okay, so we've already hit all three profit levels with natural gas. Okay, this was a setup that was given back on Wednesday, May 21st. And you can see here when I put a blue line in my charts for my members, that's anticipated profit areas. So we have a different approach. We like to trade multiple entries, keeping the same risk, just cutting our lot sizes to the proper risk so you can take money along the way and then protect trades. So we've hit all three profit levels now. So the question is going to be, what is going to happen next? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and eliminate this current setup because all of our members took profit at all three levels. So now what we want to do is we're going to look at this playing field. Okay, we know we have a level there, and we know we have this level here. Okay, so we want to trade right in between these levels. And if you look at the daily, it is pretty consistent as well. Okay, it is pretty consistent as well. Now, if we drop down to the 4-hour, this is where we begin to look at price action. Now, right here, we can see that we've had rejection. We have not been able to close above 3.44. Okay, and we can see here that the last 4-hour candle began to come bearish. So now we are going to trap price here, and we are going to trap price here. Okay, so this is 3.35 to the top, and this is 3.21 to the bottom. Okay, so really what I like to tell my members is it's very difficult to try to trade in these areas because there's a lot of uncertainty. So we like to wait for a breakout of one side. We like to wait for a breakout of one side or another. So I'm going to go ahead and put a yellow line here, which is standard. You will see this consistently in the charts in the club. And so we now wait for a breakout of one side or another. This can end up consolidating for who knows how long, and it's very tricky. Now, for folks that want to trade these levels, then this becomes something like this, where you try to short the top, which happened already, and you put a very tight stop loss, and you try to go right back down to the level. That would be how you short that, and that's the short that we were last in. Or you wait for this to go to the bottom, and you try to long this position, and this is a very tight stop loss, and then back up to the zone. Okay, so that's how you trade these consolidation zones very, very tightly. Now, once we get a candle to close below, okay, 3.21, then you know we're going to run down to the next level. And you go into a sell there, and same thing here. You kind of look at a position like this where you sell the break or the closure, and you're basically going to look at this type of sell opportunity. Okay. To the opposite side, if we get a candle to close above on a 4-hour or higher, then you just basically invert that long position to something like this, back up to the next level. It almost becomes in this particular case, a very tight stop loss. Okay. But it's still almost a 3-to-1 risk to reward. And that's how you trade these levels. Now, the good thing about, again, being in a community that lets you trade together is that I give you these alerts. So I set alerts on all my charts. I let folks know, hey, we're breaking the zone. This is what we're doing. So if you are working, if you are busy, if you're running a business, if you're running life, which gets complicated at times, it's a little bit more hands off. You'll get the alerts. They'll come right into your phone app, or if you're on your desktop, and that way you could be alerted when these things are happening. You should never have to sit in front of a computer for that long period of time. So we'll set these alerts at the beginning of the market open. Again, tomorrow is going to be a bank holiday. So keep in mind that United States banks and a lot of the markets will close early tomorrow for Memorial Day. So make sure that you check with your broker to see when the markets are going to close. Okay, so we'll be trading these levels here for now. We really can't think of anything above or anything below until we go level to level. Natural gas could be very tricky. So we're waiting for one of these two levels to break out to either head back up or back to the downside. Now, I will tell you that for me personally, because of seasonality, meaning warmer climates are beginning to happen across the United States, usually May and June, the demand for natural gas is lower, which means that natural gas tends to stay on the lower end during the next few months. So I am not a buyer of natural gas. I only look for opportunities to short natural gas. And that's why we took that short once price had gone up in the previous week. We found a good Fibonacci area. We found a good zone. And that's why we sold natural gas. And so I'll continue to do the same. Look for levels to sell natural gas because we're in the season where natural gas historically has lower prices. So we look for basically retracements back up like we did right here to be able to scalp and then to be able to take trades down with seasonality. Because again, I am anticipating that we could possibly see 3.00 again down in here as we begin to drop again and retest that level. Okay, I hope you got some value on this video. If you did, hit the like button for me. It's free and it helps me out. And then I appreciate you for doing that. If you're brand new, hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications bell so you don't miss out on content that's being produced weekly. And if you want to join me tonight and for the next 30 days at either about $14 or $18, all right, make sure you head up to the website above on the banner. Use promo code MD2025. I'm giving you 50% off. This ends Monday night at midnight. Okay. Hope to see you in the club. And if it's not for you, share it with a friend so we can help them out along the way. Thanks for watching.